So somebody asked me this question on my Instagram and I actually wrote it down. The question is coming from Tamit Sansi. I don't know if I'm saying it properly. And the question is, I want to do a full weave to give my hair a break for summer, but I have zero clue how to take care of it, so I'm having second thoughts. Somebody else said, Vintage Heart XO says, hi, I'm wondering if you can help me out. I saw a picture with your hair with a Filipino wave. I really liked it and I wanted to try something like that, but I know nothing about weave. Can you help me out? Would really appreciate it. So I find that that's the basic problem when women want to get weave, is that they really don't know what to do. They don't understand what to do. And it might seem simple, but it's not so simple. So hopefully I cover everything. So I'm going to start with your natural hair. And then when I say natural, I mean your own personal hair, whether it's processed, whether it's relaxed, whether you're bald head, whatever. Let's start with your leave out. Your natural hair, whatever it is that you do to it, you need to have healthy hair. So if you're having issues with your hair, if you get a weave and you're getting a weave because you think it's going to fix your hair problems, it doesn't work like that. If you have issues with your own personal hair, you need to take care of those issues, and getting a weave won't necessarily help those issues. So if your hair is severely breaking, getting a weave will not stop the breaking. It will just pause it. And then when you take the weave out, your hair is going to be breaking all over the place, and then you're going to say to your friends, Lord, my hair breaking, this hairdresser does not know what she's doing. When all along you needed to have dealt with the issues that you were having with your hair before you get weave. Number two, your edges. If you have edge problem, if you have thinning edges or whatever and you get a weave, the chances of you losing those edges, if you're not taking care of them, is amplified by 1,000. So if before you get a weave, you are having serious edge problems, then after you get your weave, you're going to continue to have serious edge problems if you don't take care of your hair. I suggest washing your hairline. I know a lot of us might use edge tamers or edge controllers. You know that little paste that you put in your hair? That paste creates a buildup on your own hair. I don't know if you notice, after a while it starts getting really flaky and white there. I would advise that once a week, pin back your weave and rinse the hairline with shampoo and conditioner over your sink and let it dry on its own. You don't want to keep that buildup in there because it's not good for your hair at night. Also, if you get a fresh perm, a lot of people might think that, you know, getting a fresh perm and then getting a sew-in is the way to go. That is a bad idea. Getting a fresh perm and then getting a weave in is actually damaging your own personal hair. It makes your hair weak. You don't want to get a fresh perm and then put a weave in. The next thing, washing your sew-in can be very tricky. They don't tell you this before. They let you, I mean, hairdressers will tell you, you know, it's totally okay to wash your weave in your hair. It's fine. It's not a problem. And it can be fine to some extent, but it's a very tricky situation because if you don't get your hair dry underneath your weave, it can really damage your own personal hair because your hair can stay damp under there for a while and it can rot the hair, which is rot your own personal hair. Not the weave is fine. It will rot your own personal hair, which is not something that you want. Leaving your weave in too long is not good for your scalp. I know hairdressers in the States, I've never heard a hairdresser in Jamaica say anything like this, but in the States they always advise you to keep your weave for 3 months. You have to think about your scalp. Scalp health is very important and we take our scalp for granted. If you have a sew-in in for, like, after 2 weeks my hair starts getting dirty underneath my sew-in. Now picture after 3 weeks, you're gonna have all those things on your scalp. You don't know what kind of little creatures are gonna crawl up into there and just start making their home and building 3-story houses on your scalp. So I do not suggest wearing a sew-in for longer than 2 months. I personally do not suggest it. The longest I've ever worn a sew-in straight is 6 weeks. Now, if you are a person who wants to get weave because you don't want to deal with your hair or you don't have a lot of time, getting a weave is not for you. Weave is not low maintenance. It's not, I'm gonna wake up like this and I'm gonna go through the door. No. If you don't have time to take care of your own personal hair, chances are you will not have time to take care of your weave. And if you're, you know, a busy woman and you're getting a weave because you think it will cut down time, I suggest against it. I say get braids. Braids are easy, they're quick, you have access to your entire scalp, you can take care of your scalp while you have your braids, and you can wash it at home, they're easier to dry. The whole maintenance thing of braids is just simpler. If it is time and efficiency that you want, I would say stay away from weave. It does take a little care, it takes maintenance, and the more virgin the hair that you buy, the more care you're gonna have to take care of it. So if you're buying top quality and virgin hair that's never been processed and it's just fabulous and it's so human-like and realistic, you're gonna have to spend a lot of time on it, because you're gonna have to clip the ends, you're gonna have to co-wash it weekly, you're gonna have to take care of it like you would your own personal hair. I was wearing curly hair for the past like 3 months, probably 4 months, for like a while. I did not wear straight hair for a while, and I put this straight hair in over a week ago, going 2 weeks, and let me tell you the God to honest truth, right? Because I'm so used to my curly hair that I shake and go and spray water and whatever, this has been giving me some serious problems. I wake up and I wait like it takes so much time for me right now, and I used to be a straight hair advocate. Like straight hair was my thing. I would curl it up and I would just go, and I used to love my straight hair, and now I'm feeling some type of way because this just takes up so much time and I have to sit and manually curl hair, and I'm just like, Lord. So I think after I take out this straight hair, I'm just gonna go back to curly hair. Straight hair, yeah, I'm not really feeling it right now. It's just taking too much of my time. If loose wavy as well is good for people who are just coming into weave. Loose body, I don't know, I think loose body is right before straight, is right after straight hair. Loose body is good if you know that you like wearing your hair straight and you like wearing it with curls and you want the curls to last a little bit. Then I would get loose body, because loose body is going to keep curls a lot longer than straight hair is going to keep curls. When you wear straight hair and you curl it up in the morning, by the evening it's gonna have a nice fall. Like it'll be, you know, it'll drop a lot faster than say loose body or loose wave or something like that. Closures are a good way to go if you want to protect your hair and if you don't want to have to deal with blending your leave out. I am wearing a closure. Don't know if you can, yeah, you can see it. The part wasn't plucked, it wasn't bleached, the knots in bleach. Marsha did this for me. I'm wearing her Brazilian hair. I would say go with a curly hair if you've never worn weave before. You can do a very small leave out if you want. The easiest leave out to do when you're just getting a new weave is a center part. Easiest. You can do the whole bang in the face thing, but I find that center parts are very easier. When they're getting old, they age better, if that makes any sense. Like they age better than the bang, and they're also easier to wash and everything. If there's any other questions that you guys want to ask about weave or anything like that, please put them down below. I'm sorry if I didn't touch on certain things in this video. I'm kind of just winging it based on the 2 questions that the 2 young ladies asked me. I think I have a lot of other stuff in other videos about weave and which weaves you should get and stuff like that, because a sewing is not as simple as you might think. So I would try with a wig, like my curly wig that I made the other day with the hair that was in my face. Something like that is ideal for somebody who's never worn weave before and you just want to give your hair a break. You can just corner your hair underneath and just throw your wig on in the morning and take it off at night. So I'm going to try and post as many links to other videos that I'm talking about weave. You know, because I've done so many other stuff with weave. So ask all your questions down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching, and please check out www.laurenolauren.com.